But talking about so many aspects of the rewards and satisfactions and sense of achievements, there are also drawbacks, there are also shortcomings concerning the whole process of the job of a writers, of creating a fiction or non-fiction masterpiece of their own is not that enjoyable at all. As the writer Anita Bruckner says it very bluntly, sometimes it feels like a physical effort simply to sit down at the desk and pull out the notebook. It's already a challenge. Do you have the same or similar kind of experience of the reluctance of making efforts, of doing your homework, of getting a job done, which may involve physical and intellectual efforts? What do you do when you are about to write a homework assignment of 3,000 words essay for a course you've taken in the previous semesters? 3,000 words essay, 2,000 words essay. I would imagine you are, in the very beginning, most of you are not that kind of people who will willingly jump into doing the homework of writing up the essay, of collecting materials, of searching actively online for information in order to get prepared. I wouldn't imagine you doing such kind of job, galloping and being happy all the time. On the contrary, you would most likely be like me doing my mathematics problems. When I started to do my mathematics homework assignments, I always want to put it off a little bit. I need another 5 minutes to rest my eyes. I need to lie in bed for another few minutes in order for my sore back to function properly. I always invent all kinds of reasons and explanations and excuses in order for me not to do the job, in order for me not to work at all. Such is the human nature of procrastination. And you just name sometimes, like the writer Anita Bruckner says, once again, sometimes I find myself heaving a sigh when I read through what I've already written. Sometimes the effort of putting a pen to paper is so great. Just imagine, sometimes switching on the laptop computer is so much of an effort when I get started to. All this heaviness vanishes and I feel charged with a kind of electricity, not unpleasant in itself, but leading inevitably to greater restlessness. Even if you get started, if you sit down and switch on the computer and open the documents and started typing, more restlessness, more fatigue, more unwillingness making effort will come only later. Okay, such is human nature. Look at this anomalous reluctance, this reluctance that is not normal. Such kind of reluctance is widely shared by authors, by writers, among human beings. Or, well, at least we do not want to do what we intend to do in the whole process. It also helps us to know some of the reasons for that reluctance. Like I mentioned, it's part of human nature. We are not born to work, to make great physical, conscious, and intellectual efforts. The other problem is in the creating of a fiction. In the process, in the course of creating a fiction, the writers, the authors, will have to divorce themselves from the real world. Divorce, what does divorce mean? Separate, okay? Separate. To detach, we need to detach ourselves from reality. We need to separate ourselves from reality and move into the realm of mental existence. Because again, creating a fiction is 99% mental, intellectual effort. And to remove ourselves from the sphere and achieve a mental state in which our inner world is more real requires discipline, efforts of displacement. Again, human beings, this touches on another key aspect of human nature. That is, human beings are naturally social beings. We are born to socialize with each other, to attach to each other in the physical and emotional world through physical and relational interactions between and amongst ourselves in a group, between individuals. Making such efforts as writing, as doing higher math, as dealing with abstract concepts, you just named them. Those pure mental inner world experience, inner world mental efforts are not inborn, are not natural to human minds. In order to focus on such tasks, we have to be disciplined, we have to be trained, we have to prepare ourselves well from a very young age. Okay, that is why you will find not all of us are good at math, like algebra, like geometry, or other subjects like physics, where higher levels of abstract thinking with concepts and imaginary objects, mental activities concerning such subjects are not very natural to us human beings. We have to be trained, we have to be prepared from a very early age and for a long time in order to be good at such things.